Robert Heinich, the father of the Assure instructional design model. Robert Heinich was an instructional designer, professor, author, and editor who died in 2020. Along with Michael Melenda, he's considered the father of the Assure instructional design model. Heinich's goal was to create an instructional design model to help teachers include instructional technologies into their classroom teaching. In this presentation, we'll discuss Robert Heinich's education, awards, career, partnership with Michael Melenda, and the specifics of his Assure instructional design model. Robert Heinich began his education at University of Northern Colorado at Greenlee. He received a bachelor's degree from there in 1948 and a master's degree in education in 1949. He later received his PhD from the University of Southern California in 1967. Over the course of his career, Robert Heinich received many awards and commendations. During his time at University of Southern California, earning his PhD, he received the Dissertation of the Year Award. The Association for Educational Communications and Technology awarded him twice with the Special Service Award and the Distinguished Service Award. Lastly, Indiana University presented him with Professor Emeritus of Education Award at the end of his teaching career. Robert Heinich's teaching career started in School District 11 in Colorado Springs. There, he headed the audio-visual program. Later, after he received his PhD, he became a professor of education at Indiana University. He worked in the Department of Instructional Systems and Technology and was a professor there for 30 years. Later in his career, Robert Heinich held many different roles. He was the president of the Association for Educational Communications and Technology. He established the Educational Communications and Technology Foundation. He served as the director for the Hangzhou University Indiana University Exchange Program. And lastly, he served as co-editor, senior consulting editor, contributing editor, and on editorial boards for a variety of journals, including Educational Technology, Educational Communication and Technology, and the Journal of Educational Computing Research. Robert Heinich and Michael Melenda met at Indiana University in the early 1970s and formed a partnership. Together, they created the Assure instructional design model and published several co-authored books, including Instructional Media and New Technologies of Instruction and Instructional Media and Technologies for Learning. Michael Melenda was quoted to say about Robert Heinich that, "Bob Heinich has been the biggest influence on my thinking. He really taught me to look for the hidden levers, how things work, what causes things to happen institutionally and organizationally, and how technology fits into institutional and organizational life." Together, Heinich, Melenda, Russell, and Smaldino created the Assure instructional design model. Assure is an acronym for each stage of the instructional design process. The Assure model starts with analyzing learners. Analyze learners to identify general characteristics and specific entry competencies. Next, state objectives that identify what the learners will be able to do and the conditions they will perform under. Then, select, modify, or design new materials to connect the learners to the objectives. Plan how to present and use the materials and how much time to spend using them. Require learners to practice skills and reinforce correct responses and performance. And lastly, evaluate the effectiveness of instruction and revise where you find discrepancies between objectives and learner performance. One of Heinich's major publications was the Instructional Media and Technologies for Learning textbook. This was co-written by Heinich, Melenda, Russell, and Smaldino. The book illustrates how to apply the Assure model of instructional design to a classroom setting. It also demonstrates how to incorporate media and technology into classroom lesson planning. Another notable publication of Heinich was Instructional Media and the New Technologies of Instruction. This was co-written by Heinich, Melenda, and Russell, and this textbook was constructed to connect pedagogy and technology for classroom teachers. After its publication, Instructional Media and the New Technologies of Instruction became the most widely used textbook for college and university courses on instructional design. This book won 2 awards, the DESI from Design Institute of America, and the Communication of the Year Award from National Society for Performance and Instruction.